So in this conflict, about 20% of the tech employees in Israel have mobilized to fight, and up to 30% of startup employees have been mobilized. We all know that startups tend to run very lean, very mean, so a 30% removal of their workforce is significant. That might mean in a 3-person company, 1 person disappears, and that's going to mean a major impact on their activities. Hi, I'm Emily Harding, Director of the Intelligence, National Security and Technology Program and Deputy Director of the International Security Program at CSIS. In the CSIS 2024 Global Forecast Report, A World Dividing, I take a look at a second-order effect of the conflict between Israel and Gaza, and that's the impact on Israel's tech sector. So, in brief, the damage to Israel's economy could be significant from this conflict, and in particular, the damage to the tech sector. Mobilization for this conflict has been massive, and it's mostly focused, of course, on those who do the fighting, who are young people. That means the tech sector has been hit especially hard. About 20% of Israel's GDP is part of that tech sector, so it's going to have a big impact on the economy as a whole. So Israel punches above its weight in technology. It's the innovation engine for the world when it comes to a lot of really interesting tech pieces. Some of that can be controversial. Some of their surveillance systems have taken a lot of criticism, like the Pegasus system. But it's easy to say that if the tech sector is totally offline, it has big economic and technology implications, not just for Israel, but for the planet. So in this conflict, about 20% of the tech employees in Israel have mobilized to fight, and up to 30% of startup employees have been mobilized. We all know that startups tend to run very lean, very mean, so a 30% removal of their workforce is significant. That might mean in a 3-person company, 1 person disappears, and that's going to mean a major impact on their activities. So some of those downstream effects, and these are statistics as of late October, so they've probably been updated since then, but 40% of tech firms as of late October had their operations disrupted. 70% of startups had their operations disrupted. And overall, we're looking at the hit on the Israeli economy. It might be up to or greater than 0.7% of Israel's total GDP. Back in 2014, the last time there was a war about Gaza, the total hit was about 0.4%, and we saw the tech sector bounce back reasonably quickly. It's a very different global economy now, so we're looking at a much bigger hit. It's also a much bigger mobilization, a much longer mobilization, so about twice what it was before is a wild guess, but also a pretty good rule of thumb. If the conflict were to spread so that it goes up to the northern border and there's a conflict with Hezbollah in southern Lebanon, or if it spread even further and involved Iran and affected global oil markets, that could mean a big hit to the global economy and, of course, by extension, a hit to Israel's economy as well. So to sum up, the human toll of this conflict is huge. The economic toll will also be long-lasting. All of that said, Israel will not be dissuaded from pursuing security. They are sensitive to the economic argument, but security outranks economics so far for them that it's not necessarily going to dissuade them from doing what they feel they need to do to secure Israel. However, I think we'll be looking at a big hit to the tech sector for months to come. To read the full 2024 Global Forecast Report, please visit csis.org.